Like MKUltra, the personal computer was a project of the cybernetics group and designed to provide the ultimate tool of social control. Knowing that the rest of society would easily recognize the pervasive deployment of computers in every household as an intrusive of, quote, Big Brother. The hippie counterculture was aligned with the nascent technology of culture of California, to mark the computer instead as a tool of personal liberation. At the root of it was the idea of, quote, spiritual evolution, whereby networking every human individual on the planet and collecting into it the summation of human knowledge, the internet would be envisioned as the collective consciousness, the endpoint of millenarian expectations of the Kabbalah, where man becomes or creates God. It is the occult project of creating a golem, like Dr. Frankenstein producing life from inanimate matter. Underlying all of the efforts of the cybernetics groups was the absurd belief that the human mind was a machine, and a Tower of Babel-like conviction that its functioning could be reverse engineered and eventually surpassed by computers. The pioneer in this project, known among its members as the, quote, Man-Machine Project, was John von Neumann, one of the cybernetics group's leaders, and known for his work in mathematics and computer science. According to Jeffrey Steinberg from Cybernetics to Littleton, quote, the core of the cybernetics group project was the development of computers and the prospect of combining high-speed computers with so-called artificial intelligence to literally, quote, program the human race. Underlying all of these efforts was the unshakable, albeit preposterous conviction, most avidly presented by von Neumann, that there was nothing sacred about the human mind, and that the human brain was a machine whose functioning could be replicated and eventually surpassed by computers. For the transhumanists, the internet is not just an agglomeration of inert information, but poses the possibility of humanity creating a collective consciousness of the mystics. Effectively, transhumanism is the hallucination arrived at by computer scientists on drugs. As psychedelic drugs impede the ability to discern reality from imagination, they often lead to the mistaken attribution of life, or even, quote, divinity, to inanimate objects like a computer program. The ultimate foolish dream of the transhumanists is that, with the creation of, quote, cyberspace, we'll be able to enter the pleroma, the mystical realm of the ancient Gnostics, by, quote, uploading our minds to the internet. Thus, the internet will have come to serve as a totality of human knowledge. The omniscient collective consciousness of Teilhard de Chardin, also known as the, quote, global brain. Like Chardin, Sri Aurobindo, who also exercised an important influence on SLN, described a progression from inanimate matter to a future state of divine consciousness, what de Chardin refers to as the omega point, what Aurobindo referred to as the supermind also. Ultimately, the vision for the internet was the mystical idea that dated back to William James, the American transcendentalist, world soul, and Maurice Bucque's, quote, cosmic consciousness.